Okay, wanted to make a quick video for my sales guys and figured why not just post it on the internet. So hello almighty internet and anyone that might be watching this. Making a quick video on one call closing, which is a challenge when we're not in the middle of a financial and health crisis. And it is a extra challenge when we are. But despite all that, I still have been going to people's houses, knocking on doors, and leaving with a check and a contract. So wanted to give a few tips of what's working for me, what I think you should do, and what's going to get you to closing that deal the first time in these challenging times. So first thing I do when I get to a house, knock on the door. Usually I stand there ready to dive in and shake a hand. Right now I'm stepping a couple feet back just to make everybody comfortable. And as soon as they answer the door, I go, "Hey sir, how's it going? I'm Brent with yada, yada, yada. Insert your pitch here. And hey, I would shake your hand, but with everything going on, I guess I'll just wave and keep my distance." That opens up the conversation with the elephant in the room and gets everybody a little comfortable and kind of keeps you and them knowing, to keep your distance. So personally, and of course the doctors and the government and everybody's going to hate me for saying this, not like any of them are even going to see it or know, but I personally do not wear a mask and I do not wear gloves. I was talking with a friend of mine today about the, closing and one call closing and the fact I don't wear mask or gloves, and I'm like raw dogging it. And he was like, "Well, maybe your customers would appreciate if you did." And I sat there and I really thought about it, and the lack of normalcy of them looking across the table, them looking at me open the door and I have a mask and gloves on, and the comfort of them seeing my face without a mask on, those are going to far outweigh the disadvantage of them seeing me without gloves and a mask on and thinking I'm reckless. So keep them in your vehicle, offer to put them on. But I personally am knocking on the door, and I am yet to wear a mask into an appointment, and I've probably ran quite a few. I won't even say the number. I've ran quite a few of appointments since this started. And, I always ensure people though, hey, I know times are crazy. I'm really practicing, safety. I'm wiping everything down with Lysol, my iPad, my color samples, anything you may touch. I'm wiping it all down. I'm really trying to focus on safety. In that same breath, what I say is, yeah, I usually run 5 appointments a day, but my guy in the office, he's really tightening down on the appointments. And if people are saying, hey, they got a refinance or they got a pool or they got other things going or 5 bids coming, we're not even going out to those people, because why chance infecting ourselves and, spreading this thing around? We're really only going to people that are ready to get this going. That does 2 things. That puts in their mind, hey, he thinks I'm here to get this going. Second of all, it instills confidence of you're not just going knocking on doors and getting coughed on, every day. So the wipe down, the priority of safety is very important. As you get into the close and they all say their normal things that they say, not in a crisis. Got to think about it. Getting bids, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Urgency. You got to convey to them, listen, hey, these are crazy times. I've been doing this a long time. I've been in the patio cover industry, the printer industry, the jacuzzi industry, whatever you're doing, whatever you're pitching. I've been doing this a long time. And usually, no pressure. I'm not a car salesman. Leave you with some information, be on my way. But, it's crazy times. We're really trying to place orders. We're trying to keep our crews busy. There's a lot of fluctuations in material pricing and everything. None of that is any of that is lies. There's a lot of value in getting this going. Let's get a contract signed while I'm here. Save me a trip. Let's get this thing going. So if you guys have any other questions of kind of what I say in the hard brass knuckle, close, I go an extra step. People are either throwing me out or they're buying right now. I am not taking no for an answer. I am pounding the table and beating these people up at all costs and getting deals. So one thing I'm doing right now is I'm not being greedy. I can go in a few months from now and make, 15% commission on every job. I'm starting a little bit lower. And I think, there's a lot of value in that. And what I'm doing, if I do have to drop additional, is I'm offering a discount for referrals and a review. I'm saying, hey, right now, crazy times. I'm sure you've got some friends, family, neighbors. I'm sure you got somebody who's going to want to do this project, a similar project. if you spread my name around, that really, helps me out a lot. And, I don't make a lot of money on you. I'm only making a few $100, few $1,000, whatever you want to say on you. But, if I can get 5 more jobs from it, then, it was definitely worth it. So I'm really discounting even further beyond my regular drop I'm doing right now for referrals, word of mouth, and also reviews. Reviews are going to be very valuable in this point in time. Moving forward, people who are already on the internet a lot, they're on the internet a lot now. So, people seeing that positive review is just going to get you more, reviews down the road. So that's a little bit about actually in the home closing. I'm doing this a little backwards and there's a point to it. Now, let's talk about your attitude and, what I do and how I roll into the house, not, doom and gloom. So first of all, one thing I do is I do not listen to any news on the way there. I listen to music, I listen to motivational podcasts, I listen to something positive on the way to the appointment. When you're on your way home for the day, listen to all the news you want and get updated and, download the daily nonsense. But I don't listen to any news or anything negative, period, on the way to the appointment. I only listen to either music or some positive, Tony Robbins, Gary Vee, Grant Cardone, somebody positive, somebody that's going to get me amped up to close deals on the way there. So I go in with a positive mindset. I don't go in with, ventilators and masks and the end of times and economic disaster on my mind. I go in with a positive mind, which is another thing that really helps me out in the appointment. I know this is serious, but you got to downplay it to your customers. You can't go in and say, oh, this is a big deal. Oh, we're freaked out. You should be freaked out. Everybody's freaked out. Don't do that. As soon as you get into your appointment, convey confidence and say, yeah, this will all blow over and, life will be back to usual before the 4th of July. We're not too concerned. Our company has a lot of longevity. I've been doing this a long time. We always knew something was going to happen. The economy's not going to go straight up. Life isn't going to go perfect. So instill confidence. Don't be doom and gloom in there, because then they're going to think, oh gosh, what if I lose my job? What if I this? I can't buy. I can't. My business isn't going to grow. Whatever it is, instill confidence, instill normalcy. So those are some tips I've got for everybody. Take it or leave it. But it seems to be working for me. Usually, I'm closing at a 50, 40%. I'm closing a little bit lower right now, but that's to be expected. It's not getting me down. I'm pumped. I'm amped. I'm happy to get a deal a day when usually, I'm getting 2 or 3. Go out there, make deals, do whatever it takes. Think outside the box, create leads, create customers other ways. And, you'll get through this. And at the end of the day, if you still practice these same skills, and if you can close in a pandemic, you can close in normal times. So go out there and make it happen. Thanks for watching.